So last night there was a big game, and it was the Chicago Sky versus the New York Liberty. Obviously the Liberty had beaten the Sky before, and obviously it was a big game again because, well, Angel Reese was on the floor, Kennedy Carter was on the floor, and it was their first game since the controversy against the Indiana Fever. Before we go on, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We are trying to hit, well, we just hit 6,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for all the support recently. It's absolutely crazy. Like, we're on the road to 10k, which is kind of mental. Either way, thank you guys for all the support. So, this was a game where early on, it legitimately looked like it was going to be a 40-point game. Breanna Steward, like, I have a video coming out later today about the top 10 WNBA players for the season, and I'm basing it based on what I've seen just specifically this season. And I was like, Breanna Steward's been good. She's not been in my top 5. I had her at number 6. And I'm going to have to re-record that entire video because there's no way after that game I can justify having Breanna Steward anywhere outside of, like, top 4, maybe? 4? Napheesa Collier, A'ja Wilson, maybe her third, maybe a 3. But she's been absolutely exceptional. And then the Chicago Sky just started fighting back. They just started chipping away at the lead. They started fighting back. Eventually got the lead. And the New York Liberty just had too much in the end. I will say this. Kennedy Carter was unbelievable in the first half. 15 first half points. She just runs. He's more athletic than anyone else. And also Marina Mabrey is really, really good for the Chicago Sky. And she's been really good this whole season. But the big story about all of this is the Angel Reese ejection and the Angel Reese game. So, Angel Reese, another game where she shoots 25% from the field. Although, again, as I've said, people are like, oh, Angel Reese isn't a good free throw shooter. She didn't shoot them well in college. No, she is a good free throw shooter. She's probably, by the end of the season, 75%? Probably going to shoot 75%, which is not a bad free throw percentage. She lives at the line. Like 7 of 8 from the free throw line, but like 3 of 12 from the field. She did have 13 points, but like I still don't understand why teams foul her. Like, she can shoot free throws, but she can't make layups. She actually got a nice finish to start the game, but like she was missing open layups. And that's the big thing, is that like with Angel Reese, as far as her game is concerned, if she could make layups, and I'm not just talking about people being like, oh, she can't score over like taller players. No, she's missing open layups. Like, if she could make layups, she would actually be one of the better bigs in the league right now. But she can't. She straight up cannot make layups. She's a fantastic offensive rebounder and proved that again with 5 offensive boards. But then there was the ejection, which I did not like. I didn't like that because, one, in the time, like, considering all the context around it, I didn't particularly like it. Because you're like, all the headline is Angel Reese ejected after what happened in the last game. And teeing her up, fine. And by letter of the law, it's fine. But by letter of the law, so much ridiculous stuff happens. At the end of the day, you're there to ref a basketball game. Like, you're there to ref a basketball game. And apparently, Angel Reese said to the ref after a call, that's BS. Obviously used the full word. But then got assessed a technical foul, and that's fine. Turned her back and kind of waved off the ref afterwards. Didn't say anything, as far as like people courtside were saying. She didn't seem to say anything when she turned around. She just kind of waved off the ref, and then the ref assessed a second technical foul. You're like, I get it. Both of them individually probably did warrant technical fouls, but it's one after another. You have kicked someone out of the game for reacting, and then reacting to a reaction. Like, it's so pointless. It'd be one thing if Angel Reese had been chirping in people's or at the refs the whole game. It doesn't seem like she was. So that's just annoying to see, because I actually hate it when it comes to these refs. I think the refs are the worst thing about the WNBA. The refs are being allowed to call prison ball rules. I'll talk a little bit later about what happened with Skylar Diggins in the Seattle Storm game. Like, literally, Kalia Copper goes up for a layup while in the air. There's no defensive foul, by the way. Skylar Diggins is up straight. And while in the air, Kalia Copper clocks her in the face with an elbow. And it gets called for an and one. An and one. She got elbowed in the face, busted her mouth up. Like, had a bloody mouth, and it was given as an and one. Intentional elbow to the face was called a defensive foul. And then you're seeing referees calling crap like this. It is the worst thing in the world. It is literally just inconsistencies. The refs will literally let something that someone will be arrested for assault if they did it on the streets go and be perfectly fine. But yet, touch fouls are the calls. And it's getting worse. The refs are getting worse. It's like, don't get it. I just don't get it. I really don't. And it's like so bad for rookies. It's been so bad for rookies. And not only that, like, certain players can get away with whatever the hell they want. Obviously, I don't know, because Skylar Diggins-Smith was on the wrong side of the Taurasi argument, and Taurasi can get any call she wants. So Skylar Diggins-Smith is allowed to get elbowed in the face. And let's be real, if I called the Caitlin Clark thing assault, a bit more of a basketball play, you could argue with Kalia Copper, but that was intentional. Either way, the refs kicking out Angel Reese was BS. It absolutely was. Like, I get it. Because they both wear technical fouls and the referees are not going to get punished because they made the letter of the law right call. But come on, just give her one technical foul and let her finish the game. The game was over. There was like 2 minutes to go in the fourth. Unless it comes out that she said something 100 times worse. But supposedly even Sabrina Ionescu was like saying it was ridiculous to kick her out for that. The referees are ruining this game. And like, look, I'm not going to be one of those people. I can guarantee you see some sports, and I really, really want to stress sports media, because they are just people that want to push an agenda and want to use sports to do it, that are going to be calling Angel Reese every name under the sun after getting kicked out. When in reality, she reacted to a call on a basketball court. Did she react in the best way? No. If you swear at a ref, even just saying like that's BS, even obviously the full word, or even just saying the two letters, I get it. I fully get that you can't do that on the floor. I get it. I get you can't wave off a ref. But come on, how many players have done worse and gotten away with it in this league? Kennedy Carter cheap shotted somebody and it wasn't given as even a technical foul or a flagrant after watching it. Skylar Diggins just got her face busted. Angel Reese, regardless of what happened with Alyssa Thomas, she also got cheap shotted by Jonquel Jones a couple of games ago. When Jonquel Jones, they were both running the fast break, Angel Reese had her back turned and got hit in the back. Like, it's genuinely, it's terrible. It is terrible for the game. It's terrible for the sport of basketball. And it's terrible for the league. It's terrible for all the new fans. People are going to tune out for this. If this becomes, like, if the national, if the A in national basket, or if the A in WNBA stands for assault, or you could argue the W stands for wrestling, then people are going to tune out. They just simply put R. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And especially on the other end, you are calling ridiculous ejections, touch fouls, but assaulting is fine. It doesn't make sense. Make it make sense. And Angel Reese should not have been thrown out of that game. Give her a technical foul. Did she deserve a technical foul? Probably. Did she deserve 2 technical fouls? If she did one of them in one game and one of them in another game, I would say the wave off one's a very soft technical foul. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't complain. But you cannot kick someone out for a soft T. You can't kick somebody out, especially with the way teams are looking at these games, with the scrutiny Angel Reese is under, with the fact that it's giving ammo to, like, it's giving ammo to all these people to go at her as a person. As a referee, anything negative that is being said about Angel Reese, because she did nothing wrong, but a million basketball players done exactly what she did, probably including Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark said, call an effing foul at the referees at one stage. It is no different. That's probably worse than what Angel Reese did. And obviously, Caitlin Clark got to assess the technical foul. It's correct. People are going at Caitlin Clark for that. Whatever, it is what it is. People forgot about it. Whereas, if by kicking her out of the game for something that soft, it just gives ammo to some of the worst people to go in at Angel Reese as a person. And anything bad that's said about Angel Reese about this ejection is on the referee. It is on the referee for his absolute incompetence at his job.